And here we are, city center, alone, no Lisa, with the new boots on Prešeren Square. Yeah, so I just finished with my hair loss procedure, e.g. hair salon, and now I'm going to the Institute of Contemporary History to pick some books. So Prešeren Square, Prešeren Monument. So funny thing why these three trees are here. So it was in early 20th century, 1905, the monument to Prešeren, you know, our greatest poet. As you, let's N, so that you can see the whole name, was, you know, built here. And on the top, you know, you have a muse, which shock, she is, you know, bare-chested, topless. And here you have the Franciscan Church of Mary's Assumption. And of course this was big, you know, no in those days, you know, and was also, let's say, political debate. So there was actually a Franciscan friar every day who would come here, climbed on the top, and put like a rope or cloth over her, the muse, you know, and one of the, let's say, more liberal would go climb up and take it down. And this went, you know, on, and solution was to plant these trees to, you know, shield the church from the nudity. So yeah, the three bridges, and yeah, well, okay, you can barely see the castle on top of the castle hill. The river Ljubljanica. So basically Prešeren Square, named after the literary figure Trubareva, another literary figure Miklošićeva, another literary figure Čopova, another literary figure, and Wolf Street. Okay, Wolf was bishop, Roman Catholic bishop, but he's also known in literary history of Slovenia. So he commissioned the new translation of Bible in Slovene, and also Slovene, German Slovene dictionary. And say this one. So, and this was the, let's say, the muse Sharon. And so they are, you know, oops, eyeing each other. Come on. So this was Prešeren, let's say, unconquered love. So she wasn't interested. She was, you know, of higher class, from rich, you know, rich family. He was basically from a peasant origins, lower standing. He was, you know, trained, educated as a lawyer, worked as a lawyer, but he was also, you know, alcoholic. Okay, let's continue on. So today in the morning it was -2, so +2 increase since yesterday in the morning temperature. Some nice, this is, there used to be very famous coffee shop slash brasserie, you know, cakes. I think it's brasserie, the term. You know, they sold cakes, but now I don't know. Douglas, I assuming some clothing brand. Congress Square. We have been here previously many times. You know, the Institute of Contemporary History used to be in Casina. Right next to it, where the flagpoles are with the flags, is the monument to the war victims of wars. But yeah, so Institute was relocated. Now in the Casina building there is Academy of Music. Slovenska Matica. So basically one of our cultural institutions, you know, publishing books. And in the first floor they have let's say Congress room, you know, and they have quite a lot of you know, lectures and so forth, mainly, you know, history. This is currently the rectorate, so the seat of the rector of the University of Ljubljana, Academia Philharmonicum, so one of the most important musical institutions here. So before the university moved into the building after the First World War, here it was actually a seat of the regional parliament in, you know, in the Austro-Hungary. Okay, let's go down. Oh, in this building now it's a bank branch, my bank. There used to be my library branch, and I used to come here quite often. Oh yeah. So this is Dvorni Trg. Dvorni would be translated as a court square. Yeah. We are still along the... Oh, here is it. Yeah, Židovska ulica, Jew Street. So between 14th and 16th century, Jewish people were allowed to settle and work in Ljubljana. Here in Ljubljana there weren't any like ghettos. He will make it, I will make it. So there were no ghettos, which, you know, ghettos in the middle in those days were, you know, physically segregated areas, you know, for the Jewish population. So this wasn't the case here in Ljubljana, so they were allowed to settle all over the... And here is the Židovska steza going up and down. So Židovska steza is Jew trail. So they were... Here now we have galleries and so forth. So there was no ghetto, but here was, let's say, the Jewish quarter. Basically, the most Jews were congregated here in this area. Okay, we are crossing the Ljubljanica River. Through the butchers, which used to be known also as the shoemakers bridge. No, it has been renamed a couple of times in its history. Better view of the castle. Well, sort of. Let's end on this point and we will continue a little bit further.